Hello and welcome to a channel that's a little different, but one I deeply love and has touched all of our hearts since we were children. Well, kind of. Welcome to a Kurzgesagt video. I absolutely love Kurzgesagt. The art style is awesome, and I love the... It's like short science videos, and it's so fun. Give us garlic bread, YouTube. That ain't happening. Stay in the basement. Well, stay in the basement of the coffee shop. Then we can talk. But yeah, this is the scariest place in the universe by Kurzgesagt. And let's unmute it, because it's muted for some reason. And let's see what they got for us.
The vast majority of the cosmos is voids.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Gigantic, unfathomably large spaces of empty nothingness. Bubbles of eternal night stretching hundreds of millions of light years, almost entirely devoid of galaxies, stars, or light.
You know, if you guys think your life is devoid of life or light, just go to space. It'll be very similar. I'm sorry.
The loneliest places in existence.
Yep, literal nothingness.
Voids are not just the absence of stuff, but weird worlds of darkness that are growing, drifting, colliding, and merging with each other.
Oh,
inside them,
what?
space itself is stretched violently, and it's almost impossible to enter them. Simply put, voids are weird and scary, but they sculpt the entire universe and may ultimately decide its fate. Today, we know of over 8,000 voids and supervoids, and we keep discovering more. No matter how large...
You know what this kind of looks like? If you've ever seen cells under a microscope, or like the skin under a microscope, scope, it kind of looks like this, and it's really cool. Baguettes are peak. They are pretty peak. They're pretty good. I love baguettes. Nice and tough, but also soft on the inside. Fantastic. Anyway, that's besides the point. One, this looks really cool. And two, how the fuck do scientists figure this shit out? Last I checked, we can't see that far into space. Aside from our probes, but even then, eventually they go out of distance. Yeah, there's range in space.
Larger cluster or supercluster of galaxies gets, there always seems to be an even larger void nearby. Let's jump off the cosmic cliff and drop into the heart of cosmic nothingness.
Woo! Yeah, the end of everything!
Place in the universe. You're zooming away from Earth at thousands of times the speed of light, leaving our solar system and our solar neighborhood behind. Now we see the entire Milky Way.
This is literally just the plot of the Outer Wilds. In a sense. And I kind of love it.
And our solar neighborhood behind. Now we see the entire Milky Way with its 200 billion stars and dozens of dwarf galaxies zipping around it. 2.5 million light years away on a collision course is giant Andromeda and its own swarm of satellite galaxies.
Yeah, we're going to collide with Andromeda someday.
We're now moving 1 million times faster than the speed of light.
Someday we will never get to.
A local group of over 50 galaxies woven together by gravity, rivers of gas, and invisible scaffolds of dark matter. This is our pocket of the universe, 10 million light years across. No human will ever leave it. Nope. Except for you, apparently.
We're just built
different. Away even faster, we see the Virgo supercluster, a colossal wall of more than 2,000 galaxies spread over roughly 100 million light years. Careful now, you're right on the edge of the cosmic cliff, where the true deep darkness begins.
Yeah, it's right about where I am.
Void,
come say hi.
A gigantic empty bubble 200 million light years across. If it was a bright...
Look, it takes a while for me to get these videos to you guys. It's hard. I need you guys just to come say hi eventually. I'm only barely outside the foreseeable universe. It's not that hard of a trek to get here. Jeez, man.
Gigantic voids filled with suffocating emptiness. You're now traveling towards the greatest and emptiest nothing in existence, right into the center of the Boötes supervoid, a cosmic desert around 300 million light years wide.
Damn.
So gigantic it should contain thousands of galaxies.
It's the cosmic football field.
What do you see?
Nothing.
You're surrounded by perfect darkness, the most absolute blackness the human mind can conceive. There is no up or down, no motion, nothing to orient yourself. There's not a single sign that the outside universe even exists. It's an inescapable prison, And this isn't some exotic corner of the cosmos. This is how the vast majority of the universe feels to human eyes. Just silent blackness without any movement. Everywhere, forever. Although there is something mysterious hiding in the dark, faint tendrils...
Look, some of you may see space as terrifying, as creepy, as I never want to fucking go there and I just want to stay on my little rock and die. I see it as a fascinating, open expanse of limitless possibilities. As Markiplier once said, if there was a program to send volunteers into space with like 100% chance of dying from death by space, I would be the first in line. You have no idea. I love space.
Of dark matter, penetrating into the void like cosmic lichen. A miniature echo of the much larger forest of dark matter filaments that forms the scaffold of galaxies and galaxy clusters outside the void. And at their tips, we find faint bluish specks in the ocean of darkness. Void galaxies, lonely fireflies, unable to light up the night. The rarest galaxies we know, very isolated, very lonely. A universe of bubbles.
Yeah, it's like an
Before we could look deep into space, astronomers thought we lived in a uniform cosmos with galaxies spread out evenly. But instead, we found that galaxies, cosmic gas, and dark matter were arranged into a vast cosmic web. A recurring pattern of sheets and filaments organized around enormous empty gaps, meeting at dense knots with galaxy clusters and superclusters. But this structure is not static. It just seems to be because the distances between galaxies are so incredibly vast.
We are the microbes of the universe that make up the web being spun out of a spider's ass, is basically what they're saying.
In reality, galaxies shoot through space at speeds of millions of kilometers per hour. They're on collision courses, orbiting each other, moving towards the center of larger galaxy clusters millions of light years away.
Yep, everything is on a collision course.
They always seem to stick to the rims of voids like reflections of light on soap bubbles, which is kind of weird. If they're this dynamic, shouldn't a galaxy shoot into a void occasionally? Well, voids are actually extremely hard to enter for galaxies from the outside, at least naturally, because gravity becomes weird at their edges and even weirder deeper inside them. If you didn't know better, you might think voids spit out anything trying to get inside, pushing galaxies to the edge. The way gravity works is that everything with mass in the universe attracts every other thing with mass. And since there's almost no mass inside, the cosmic web of galaxy superclusters on their edges are pulling things out of voids. The emptier a void is, the harder gravity is pulling on what remains.
So instead of things leaving gravity, or leaving these clusters, because they literally can't, it's being pulled together, it's like pulling things out of the void eternally, rather than spitting things into the void, because it's easier to be sucked into gravity than it is to escape it. Think of it like a magnet, I guess. It's easier to let a magnet get attracted to it than it is to pull a magnet away from something. If you're trying to pull a magnet apart, that's one of the hardest things you can do, especially if it's a super strong neodymium magnet. You can't get that bitch off. But if you're sticking it to something, that goes on like fucking sunny side up onto the floor, going right sunny side up. Well, sunny side down in that case, I guess. You know what I mean. So nice of Andromeda to come to us and give us a hug when everyone is running away. Well, it's more like everything is on a crash course towards everything, and everything will eventually hit us eventually. Yeah, one side is magnets, the other side is no magnet. Guess where the middle magnet goes? Right to the center.
It's really like a tug of war where one side isn't even trying.
Yeah.
Over time, voids are really only getting even emptier, and the walls and knots around them denser and brighter.
Yeah, and something I wanted to note as well is every single... I don't know if these are actually mapped off anything, but I imagine they kind of are. But every single one of these is not a perfect circle. They're all an ellipses in some way. Like this one's a little extra rounded in like this. It's a little long in this direction. This one here's got a little extra hump right here. So nothing can just sit perfectly in the center and be pulled on all sides to just stay there. It would always be pulled to one side more than another, because that's how gravity works.
Would it be hard to fly into a cosmic void with a spaceship? Well, not technically. The hardest part is escaping the gravity of your home galaxy.
Yeah, that's a lot of gravity you gotta overcome.
Makes sense because
fucking
what exactly do you want to visit inside a void? It makes sense to fly into a void if you want to hide, like really, really hide. But what cosmic horror would be scary enough for a civilization to try to escape into a cosmic void?
Oh, only absolute mass destruction.
Like our Milky Way are very active. Since its neighbor's gravity tugs and pulls at it, they collide and merge. Void galaxies are so isolated that they're aging in slow motion. They tend to be smaller, bluer, and full of gas, birthing new stars slower and calmer.
Yeah, because there's not as much
void galaxies
stuff.
Could be the last places that will stay habitable in our dying universe. The last star in the universe will likely be born here. So maybe in 100 trillion years or so, a desperate alien race will embark on an impossible journey to stretch their existence just a bit longer inside a void galaxy.
Wow, it really is just the story of Outer Wilds, which is nuts. The story of Outer Wilds is everything is dying, the universe is coming to an end. You literally see the stars go out as the day progresses. And by the end of the day... Dude, spoilers? I'm barely spoilering anything. If you haven't played the game, go play the game. I even have a series on it. One of the best games ever made. Also, it's basic observation. God, it's so cool. I guess I did do the research.
There's one more thing that makes voids unique places: dark energy. The mysterious force that most scientists think is accelerating the expansion of the universe and will ultimately cause its demise.
Oh no.
We can't see dark energy do anything inside our
anyway.
galaxy or inside clusters because there's too much stuff putting things together via gravity, but we can see its effects inside voids. Here, dark energy blows up the bubbles of nothing. This is where the acceleration of cosmic expansion becomes visible. As voids are getting larger and larger, they're breaking the structure of the universe. The beautiful galaxy filaments are slowly being ripped apart. As the emptiness encroaches, walls of thousands of galaxies are thinned out and pulled towards the edges, attracted by much denser regions at the margins, giving space to the emptiness of two void bubbles becoming one.
And even then,
far,
some
far
galaxies
future,
might get spit into the
supervoids
void.
will take over the observable universe, crushing clusters and expanding further and further until the entire observable universe is nothing more than a gigantic void of nothingness, the loneliest place in existence.
All things lead to void.
Let's head back to Earth. When we land, please exit through the gift shop and pick up a few souvenirs. We created this
Yeah, they have
latest
merch.
space
It's
drop
really
for all of you
cool.
who've been traveling with us for so many years now.
Ooh, that
While
pin is
you're
cool.
there, take a look around.
There's
You
been
might
my
discover
man.
a unique product dedicated to your favorite science topic. Everything is
really
created with
cool.
lots of care by our team of scientists and designers to inspire you and spark your curiosity. Thank
love
you for
the
traveling with
behind the
Kurzgesagt Space Tours.
Yeah. I fucking love Kurzgesagt. Oh wait, there's a bit more.
You want to listen to the beautiful soundtrack without my annoying voice? Well, it's up to you. Just select the audio track Interlingua down here and watch the video again as a music video.
I didn't know they had that. That's really cool as well. Yeah, Go show love to Kurzgesagt, fueling our creative childhoods for, I think, almost 20 years now. God, I fucking love Kurz. It's so good. Kurz have good videos. What? Oh, Gravistars. The rivals of black holes. I will look at that later. This most insane weapon you've never heard of is also really interesting and terrifying. But yeah, go show support to Kurzgesagt. Check out the merch. I mean, it's fucking Kurzgesagt merch. Their art is awesome. Like, wouldn't you want to check it out? Yeah, I love Kurzgesagt. I love science. I would never be a scientist, but I love science. Yeah, I find it so fascinating. Like, physics, chemistry, fucking theoretical physics, astronomy, all of it. I love it all. Not a huge fan of biology, but that's just me. Or, what is it? Geology. Don't really care about those. I'm more interested in the space and weird sciences. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I very much enjoy watching Kurzgesagt any day. I will watch a Kurzgesagt video any day. It's so much fun to watch. I actually went on... No, on a version? Yeah. You know, never before have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with. Yeah, there was a period of time where I just watched Kurzgesagt video after Kurzgesagt video after Kurzgesagt video. I fucking love Kurzgesagt. Any video, any channel that can fill me with more science, I will take any day. Yeah, check out the original video down in the link in the description on YouTube and give them some love. We love Kurzgesagt. And thank you all very much for joining us. Chat, say bye to YouTube. Say bye. Wave them goodbye. I don't care if I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying it right. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. I upload daily. Check out all the links in the description. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to suggest other things you'd like to see me react to down in the comments or over on the Discord, which you can find in the description. Thank you very much to my patrons. I love you guys. Be sure to follow me on Twitch because I stream twice a week, every Wednesday and Friday, and on Sundays for reactions as well. But that's gonna do it for me. I thank you all very much for your patronage.